By 15 votes to 2, the State of Israel shall submit a report to the court on all measures taken to give effect to this order within 1 month as from the date of the order.
Senate of the United States of America voted 88 to 12 against requiring a report from Prime Minister Netanyahu's government as a condition of the aid that the American government gives to the Israelis. And the U.S. ambassador to the UN vetoed such a request in the Security Council. I guess this ruling now goes to the Security Council, where the U.S. will veto it, and your former colleagues, who do whatever the U.S. wants, no criticism of you, of course, will either go along with the veto or will abstain. It only takes one veto from a permanent member of the Security Council to block any action. What do you think, Ambassador?
Yeah, no, that is what's going to happen. This will go to the Security Council, where it will be vetoed by the United States. It's getting more difficult. I mean, Joe Biden obviously has problems with key parts of his own Democratic coalition who are extremely unhappy about supporting genocide. And this ruling is going very much to strengthen their arm. And we must remember that this case, which the ICJ has now declared is plausible and is going to be heard, Joe Biden had declared it meritless, and he's now contradicted by 15 of the most senior judges on the planet. So this gets more difficult for the United States, but I don't doubt, just given everything in Biden's record, it will still be vetoed. Then it will go back to the General Assembly. And while people say the General Assembly has no force, it should be noted that a key part of today's judgment was their reading out of a resolution of the General Assembly. And the ICJ has a very close relationship with the General Assembly. The General Assembly asks the ICJ regularly for opinions on matters before the General Assembly. So it will go back there, and there the United States will be humiliated. Some of its European allies will desert it because people start to worry about personal liability for complicity in genocide.
Right.
Just to give one example, here in the UK, the Genocide Convention is incorporated into domestic legislation, specifically in the International Criminal Court Act of 2001. And complicity in genocide is an offence in law here. So if the ICJ rules that this is a genocide, ultimately, those who were shipping weapons to Israel, those who were organising surveillance flights and to assist Israel in bombing Gaza, those who were passing intelligence to Israel, and the senior politicians who authorized all of that, they're all potentially at risk of criminal domestic charges for complicity in genocide. And I'm quite sure that will be true in quite a number of countries. So I do think this has the potential to affect behavior of states.